everybody. Um, I'm creating this video for a couple of reasons, but first we have a couple of things we gotta point out. One, this is my other channel. My other channel used to have a bunch more subscribers. I used to sing all the time on there, and if I ever get access to it, I will start singing again, which I do plan on singing again. I just need my subscribers back, so I really hope you guys subscribe and do all that fun stuff, but this is not what that video is about. Sorry, I just need to point that out there. Alright, so 2 years ago today, I became paraplegic. Everything about my life changed for the better. I would like to say it's definitely for the better. Not necessarily better at the moment, but it's made my personality grow. I've grown as a person. I've met people that I would never meet if I would have never met. I would still be hanging out with the wrong people. So many things would be different if I could still walk right now. Yeah. I mean, granted, it would be a lot easier if I could walk, but that's okay. So, the reason I'm making this video, though, is because last year on this day, I was depressed. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I was to the point of not wanting to be around anybody or anything else. I just didn't want to speak to anybody. Didn't want to deal with it or anything else. Which, that's okay, because I believe I have that right, because of the fact that I've been a paraplegic for 2 years, and it's difficult to deal with. But that's okay. I want to make this video for 2 reasons. To tell the people I love and care about why they mean something to me and how grateful I am to them because they've been there for me through all this. And to, well, we'll get to the end of that. That'll be at the end of the video. I really hope you guys stay tuned for the rest of the time. It is going to be a pretty long video. I will be putting in the description below the sections of who's about who and all that fun stuff. So, that being said, let's get started. Alright, starting with my dad. Fatherly unit. I love you. You're the most amazing parent anybody could ever have. I'm grateful for you every day that this has happened ever since I became a paraplegic. You've been there. We've gotten very, very close. I remember in middle school we had issues, but ever since I became a paraplegic, you're basically my best friend. I can tell you anything. Yeah, anything. I feel bad sometimes because you can't exactly go out and have a social life or, you know, have fun, which, I mean, it's not like you did any of that anyways, but just the option. No, I'm kidding. But the point is, I'm very grateful for you because you're my dad. You're the most amazing person that any person could have. Like, if there was a dad, like, what I'm saying is, if there was a dad, like, you were a dad for, like, every single kid in the universe, like, there was, like, clones of you, then the world would be a better place. You and your sarcasticness, and your funniness, and your caringness, even though you don't like to show it, well, okay, you do like to show it, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah, hopefully. I get what I'm saying. But that's just, yeah. So, that's what I wanted to say to you. I love you, Dad. And I hope you have a very good rest of the day after you watch this. Okay, next. We're gonna go to my big brother, Ben. You were there the day of my surgery, along with Joe and Shane and my dad. Um, well, yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. You, okay, you, how do I explain this? You basically are there. I wouldn't say we had like the most like emotional relationship. Basically, we joke around, we have fun talking to each other. I can I can rely on you, and I know you'll protect me if something ever went wrong. Which I don't believe anything ever will go wrong, but it is nice to know that you're there, even if I do need somebody. Um, yeah, you're my big brother, of course. But you're an inspiration to me. Everything you've done makes me smile. Um, I wish I could be as strong as you. I really hope I can be as strong as you in this situation because I'm sure you'd be walking by now if you were me. Because, well, you're Ben. You never stop. You are like a machine. um, as said, you're my brother, and I love you, even though I don't say it very often, because you're amazing and everything. And even though it's going to be public, I will never say this again. You're amazing, and I'm glad you're happy because you deserve happiness more than a lot of people do. Yeah. um, so we're gonna go on to Shane. Shane. You're my best friend. You're awesome. You were there also the day of my surgery, just like I mentioned a little bit before. Every single time I have any kind of problem or just need to rant because of my issues of being a paraplegic, all I have to do is go to you and say, Shane, hey, I really need to talk, and you'll drop everything for me. Which is the most I can ask for, because without you, I probably wouldn't have anybody to rant to other than Becca and Joe, and Isaac. But, it, you're, you're awesome. Oh god, I'm gonna say awesome way too many times during this. Okay. Every single time I need to talk to somebody, I can talk to you. Every single time I need to rant, I can rant to you. And I know if I'm broken down on the side of the road in the middle of the night, all I have to do is call you up and you'd be there, even though I can't really be in that situation at the moment. But if I was in that situation, I know you'd be there, which is very cool because a lot of people wouldn't do that. Okay, next. Next is Joe. Joe, you're my Joe. You're just awesome. You're. I keep saying awesome. Alright. You are, like, hilarious. You, you can make me smile on my worst day. Everything. You just know how to make people smile. That's who you are. Which is amazing. Because people like that you really need in your life. Because, especially in my situation, it gets difficult. But, yeah. Okay, and every single time I remember you were there at the hospital. You were there for all the jokes and stuff, and I remember whenever you and Shane came up, we always hung out and played the Wii and had fun, and we went to the zoo. I still have pictures from that day, which was really fun. You guys playing with the stuffed animals, and then we were taking pictures of birds and having fun, as always. I really hope once I walk again, we can actually hang out and do that kind of stuff again, because with my situation and you going to school and Shane going to school, I know we don't do that very much anymore. And considering I can't go anywhere, being stuck in a room all the time kind of sucks. But I am grateful to you, no matter what you think. And I know if I actually need to talk to you, you'll be there, just like Shane. And I'm very happy about that because, well, best friends. You and Shane are my best friends. So is Becca. She's like the only chick friend I have. And Isaac's my best friend. He's my oldest friend. But we'll get onto that later. Next is my blood brother, Clayton. You are one of the most smartest people I know. I can have like a very mature conversation with you without having to joke around or be an idiot, I guess. Can be myself, be awesome, be happy. Everything I do. Okay, you're also an inspiration to me, just like Ben. Maybe in a different sense. I've always wanted to be as smart as you and accomplish as much as you have. I don't have very many chances to do much because of my situation. Heck, I only have 2 credits, but at least I know with you, you can help me with my college stuff and my friendly stuff and all that stuff. I know that every single time I have a problem, I can go to you if I need to talk. Even if it's just around stupid stuff. Even, I mean, if I'm upset, I can talk to you. If I'm happy, I can talk to you. If I can have good news, I can talk to you. Just depends. Sorry, guys, I'm pausing. My heart rate's going. Taking a drink of water. Okay. As I said, inspiration. I want to be you. I want to. This might sound jealousness, but I really don't mean it in this way at all. I'm so honored to be your little sister. Everything you do, everything you say, it just, you're a good person. Like, you're naturally just a good person in general. And you deserve to be happy, and just like Ben. You guys both deserve to be happy and have a good life and all that fun stuff. Just like all of my friends do. But, yeah. If that makes any sense whatsoever. Come on. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I messed up. Yeah. So next, we're gonna go to Becca, my best friend, my chick best friend. You're like the only girl I hang out with. Yeah, almost the only girl I talk to too. I talk to Winter, of course, but yeah. You are my soulmate. We are gonna be best friends for life. I know that for a fact because every single time we talk, if I need anything, you'll be there. If you need anything, I'll be there. Every single day we talk. It's just, this is gonna sound really cheesy, but it's like I'm closer to you in a way. Like, I love you so much. I have no idea what I would do without you. Honestly, like, I have no idea what I would do without you. Like, everything you say, everything you do, it makes me smile. It blows my breath away. Yeah. Sounds like a woman crush. Ugh. I don't mean that in a universe way. Like, no universe way. You're like my sister. Non-universe. Yeah. So, every single time I need to talk about boys, I need to rant, I need anything, you'll be there. and I'm grateful for you because I know we've had our rough patches, especially when I first became paraplegic. But I'm glad you're here now, and I'm glad we are close again. I'm glad everything is going well, and I know that we have our big plans for the future, our whole plan to move in together whenever we get older, and to always remain best friends when we start out and all that fun stuff. And of course, you will be my godmother to my future children. Well, the godmother, not my godmother. That'd be weird. Sorry. Um, yeah. So, that's that. And next is Isaac. You weren't there on my surgery. We weren't. This is what we do. We stop talking, we talk. We stop talking, we talk. That seems to be the way things go. But right now we're actually at a constant where we talk all the time, which I'm grateful for. Speaking of, actually, I'm texting you right now, which is kind of cool. You make me laugh all the time. Like, no matter what, you're that person that can always make me laugh, even when I'm upset. Yeah, we just laugh and have fun and all that fun stuff. Which is always fun because, well, you know, fun. Our sleepovers are always funny because we always play video games, or we just laugh on computer games, or we do watch YouTube or watch movies or everything. You've been my best friend since the 2nd grade, and that means next year we'll know each other for 10 years. You're my oldest friend, my closest friend. You probably know every single little secret about me, secretly, sort of. Like, I may not have to tell you things, but you've been there in so many experiences in my life that you know. Which is fascinating. Let's go with that one. I mean, honestly, I never thought I would have known you this long. I thought we would have grown distance, we would have hated each other eventually, or we just would have grown apart, like most people do eventually in life. Which I really hope, because of the fact we've been best friends for 10 years, that never happens. I mean, we do have serious conversations sometimes, but you're like that light in my dark path that always helps me smile. And yeah, speaking of, I'm going to text you back real fast. Okay. I don't know what you're going to think of this. I just, because, yeah, we usually just have fun and don't talk emotionally unless it involves something else. Alright. So, next is my mother. I love you, mommy. Alright, we have a very complicated relationship. We're working on it, which is very good. And it's, yeah. I love you. I know you're always going to be there, and I know we fight, and we have very, very different relationship than others would think. Mom-daughter relationship is kind of complicated with me and you. I think we're starting to get on a common ground of where we're working on a relationship, and I'm glad you'll always be there, even if we, fight and all that fun stuff. Yeah. Well, I love you, and thank you for being there even when I didn't know. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at expressing how I feel, especially when it comes to this kind of stuff, and yeah. So that's that. Okay, so we're already on 20 minutes in this video. I'm very sorry it's so long. I really hope you guys do still stick through with me. I know it's very long. Some of you will be able to skip through, skipping through the mentions and all that fun stuff, but all of it together will make a conclusion. Without these people, I wouldn't be where I am today. Everything they do, everything they say, it has a very big impact on my life. Without them, I would be gone. I wouldn't be who I was. I would be in a depression state to where I wouldn't have gotten to be what I want to make. I wouldn't be. Depression would have long gotten to me. I wouldn't have been able to be who I want to be. I wouldn't be happy. I would just be this person who was like a blob, and I'm grateful for every single one of you because of that fact. A lot of people who won't subscribe, won't go through this whole video. This part 2, by the way. I want to make the world a better place. I want to change something about it. I want to, whether it be about people who are paraplegics, because I've noticed the struggles that paraplegics go through, considering everything I've been through. You know, wheelchair ramps, college, all that fun stuff. I may not walk again. I may walk again. I believe I will. But it's going to take a while for sure. Because I have to start therapy again and do all that fun stuff. It's going to take a while, but hey, I will get there. So, yeah. The reason why others are not mentioned in this video is because of the fact that it would be way too long to mention everybody. But just to let you know, the people that are mentioned, I love them with everything, and the people that aren't, I do love you guys too. And you know who you are. Life can change at the blink of an eye. You can lose somebody you love, you can lose your legs, you can become a quadriplegic. My life could be so much worse than it is right now. And I know that for a fact. And even though I have depression sometimes over what's happened to me, I know if I let myself be overwhelmed with it, then what would be the point? Some people tell me that I'm an inspiration to them. That I'm one of the strongest people they've ever met. But I believe that whoever says that, they're just as strong too. They might not think it, but they are. Even if it means by the simplest thing, whether your parents are getting divorced, whether someone died in a close family member or something, you are strong. Everybody is strong. Everybody is capable of being strong. It just takes time, and, well, time takes time, and that's all I can say, really, is that every single time you think your life is really bad, think of, go away. Go away. You'll see you later. With my dad. Alright. Every time you think that your life is bad, you just gotta think, what if? What if things were gonna change? What if? Don't think of the what ifs, but think of what is. And think of how much worse it could be. Because it could be much worse. You could be homeless. You could not have friends. You could... There are a number of things that could go wrong compared to what is and what isn't. But no matter what happens, just think of who you have and think of what's going on in your life to where, I know this is kind of like a rant. God, it's going to be weird. Okay. Think of what is instead of what isn't, and think what you can do instead of what you don't do, I guess, sort of. I don't really know how to explain this. I'm not a speech person. Yeah. That's all I can say, really. I want to make a difference in the world, and once I walk again, I will. Whether it be simple or big, it will make a difference. And I really hope everybody tries to make a difference eventually, because my generation, to be perfectly honest, sucks. We're greedy, we are full of electronics, we think we need more than we do, we smoke, we drink, we have sex, we do everything, and I have even fallen victim to some of that stuff, like the greed and the judgment and all that fun stuff. I think if we think about it, we can change ourselves, but if we don't, things can happen that, don't. Things can happen that make a difference, that we can change something for the better. Which means we just have to keep trying and trying and trying. And if you fail, get up and try again, no matter what the circumstance. So anyways, that is my video. I really hope you guys have stuck with me until the end. Really do, because that would mean everything to me. Sorry it's so long, but I needed to get this out, especially this being my 2-year mark. This might be only take 2. I'm sure it might be the end. Well, not the end, but, the only one I'm going to do, because I think this is my favorite. So, I love everybody who listened to this video, and I thank you so much for sticking with me the whole time. And I really hope you do. I hope you have a good night, good day, and if this made any kind of difference to you, please let me know. Subscribe. Why am I saying subscribe? I don't even really care. Okay, I just hope this made a difference in some way, even if it made just the slightest difference. Just think about your life. Like, think about your life. That's what I'm asking you to do. Think about your life, think about where you're at, and think about what you can make better, and instead of complaining or being upset, think about what you can do to make a difference. Think about what you could change to make your life better, or what you could change to make somebody's life better. Your own being somebody else's. And I'm probably contradicting myself within this whole video, so just go with it is all I can say. So anyways, love you all. Have a good time. Bye.